Hey there, guys. Welcome back. Uh, got a little comparison, little comparison video here. I uh, I just did a small load of my jerseys here. I think I only did like four. I think I did like four of them, but I did two of my CCMs and two of my Adidases, and the one, the Minnesota one here is the prime green, and I kind of wanted to do a comparison of what they end up looking like after they get done out of the washing machine, and you go and you let them hang dry, and because we've seen some people have complained kind of about how the prime green is, because I guess the way the logo is made or whatever, that that it kind of bubbles now and then. So I kind of wanted to do just a little comparison real quick. Okay, now here is the here's what the jerseys look like. This, of course, this is my 1980s style Los Angeles Kings. The Kings had this up until about 1988, and then they got a guy named Wayne Gretzky, and they kind of changed their branding. And of course, next to it is my Minnesota Wild, my prime green one. And I kind of wanted to do like the logos especially. Like, when I've never, well, I shouldn't say I've never had, but it's been a long time. And I think because the way the CCM vintage ones were made, they were made a lot better than they were back, 25 plus years ago, back when I was in high school and just starting to collect. But the logo here, this has been ran through the wash a few times over its history. But as you can tell, there's no pilling whatsoever. There's no bubbling in anything. It looks so nice, and there's nothing, there's nothing separating or anything. And that's kind of what I've noticed with a lot of the CCMs is, they all end up, even coming out of the washing machine and on cold water. Remember, cold water, you got to wash it on cold. But and let them hang dry. It's the best way to go. But the logo, it's still, it's pristine. It looks fantastic. Now my wild one. Now here, because there has been some where some people have talked about, a little bit of bubbling or whatever, and I think, and I don't know if it's necessarily the material or whatever, but there's a little. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but you can. There's a little bit like right there. Just not much at all. And then there's a little bit right there and right there that was not there before I put it in the washing machine. So I don't know if that's just because of the type of material that it's made out of, or what exactly the deal is. But what I wanted to do real quick is I wanted to do a little, because I think I've done this once before, but I think I'm kind of doing it again. The kind of comparison between the Climalite, the Aero Ready, and the Prime Green logos, especially the material, because the material here, and this is my Minnesota Wild. This is my Climalite. This is like the jersey material. The material that the logo is made out of is basically the same material as this. And I've never had any issues with bubbling, pilling of any sort on these. Now, of course, I mean, as you can tell, there's more of a close up. You can get a good look at the type of material there, and it's and when they first came out with these, I thought that's kind of interesting. How they use the logo, or how they use the jersey material as part in the logo, and but I mean, I've never had any issues with the bubbling or pilling or anything. Now, of course, I mean, you look at the material there. You've got basically the jersey material. Now we move over to the prime green, which I do like the prime green. I love the 3D, the 3D look here. It's really nice. But I mean, you look at the material. The material is a lot different than on the Climalite. It's more of a I'm not exactly sure what they would call this type of material, but it's a nice material. I mean, it really is. It's a nice material, but as you can see with this kind of material, you get this. You get these little bubbles in here. I don't know necessarily why that is. And again, it's not very major. It really isn't. But this is just after one wash. I don't know if this could get worse during, the more times you wash it. But it's, I mean, it is a little disconcerting in a way. But I mean, I like the prime green. I like the material. I like how it, I mean, I like the way it feels. It's very cool. And the 3D look is just fantastic. And of course, you got the raised stitching there, which is, definitely one big difference compared to the other Adidas. Because, I mean, you go, you look, I mean, you got that raised stitching all the way around the entire logo. I mean, it looks really nice. Where on the other one, I mean, you have the stitching there, but it's not that raised look, and it just, I mean, the prime green, the logo, I think on the prime green, the logo I think just looks a little better. The thing is, though, is the material on this logo, to me, holds up a lot better. This material here on the Climalite or the Aero Ready, this to me holds up a lot better in the wash than this does. Because, I mean, you can see, as you can, oh, that's kind of, yeah, there we go. Kind of show it in the light, kind of showing it up in the light there. But you can see where, I mean, you've got, just a little bit of bubbling, not a whole lot, not a whole ton. But I mean, you can see right there, you can see in the light, you can see it right there. Just that little area. And now mind you, that's the only area here that is bubbled up there. But again, I think the logo material, at least, as I said, in comparison, the way the logo on here is made compared to the logo on here, The logo on the Prime, on the Aero Ready, I think is a little bit better. So I mean that's my little comparison of the two different logos, and the showing the logo of my CCM LA Kings, and how that comes out of the wash a lot different than the Prime Green does. And it's not, I'm not slamming the Prime Green. I do like, I love what they've done with the logos, and how they've added the context in there, or the contrast, or whatever. It looks really nice. It really does. I do like the Prime Green. I like the logos of them. I just think the the Climalite and the Aero Ready logos are. I think those hold up. Those would hold up a lot better in in the washing machine. And the CCM logos, as you know, as here. I mean, this is one of my CCM logos. This has held up really nice, and this has been through the wash a few times. Let me give a close up here, and you can look at how the logo is. And I mean, and this isn't stitched either. This is glued on. But I mean, the logo has held up very nice over the years. There's no bubbling. There's no pilling whatsoever. And it looks really nice. And there's never been any issue with me wearing or washing my CCMs. At least not lately. I mean, back a number of years ago, that's when you'd have a lot of the problems, because they were made a lot differently 25 years ago. They weren't made as the material wasn't as sturdy. The logos weren't made as well, and so that's kind of the difference there. But I just wanted to show you guys that, just a little comparison of what the CCM would look like coming out of the washing machine in comparison to the Prime Green, and then also comparing the logos, the differences in the logos in the material on the Climalite / Aero Ready and the Prime Green. And again, I like the Prime Green. It really is. It's really nice. I love the texture that they add. I mean, it looks really nice. But you just got to be you kind of got to be careful when you're washing them. And you got to really really kind of watch, and hopefully you don't get hopefully that little bit of bubbling doesn't become more of a bigger issue with each time you wash them. Hopefully, so you just got to be careful of that. But let me know your guys' thoughts, and let me know too if you guys have had some of the Prime Green ones and you've ran them through the washing machine. Let me know if you've had any issues with the logo. Has the logo bubbled up anywhere? Has it been, if it has it been minor? Has it been major? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. So let me know in the comments section below whether or not you guys have had any kind of issues with washing your Prime Greens in comparison to some of the other Adidas ones that you would have. I'd love to know. And I thank you guys for being here. I I can't thank you enough for tuning into my videos. Hopefully, you can if you watch this video, hopefully you'll make it all the way to the end. That would be fantastic. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for for subscribing, and I'm very grateful to all of you. And if there's anybody new out there, and you just happen to come across one of my videos, hopefully you like them. If you like them, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you be a part of the channel. And again, let me, if you guys have washed your prime greens in comparison with the Adidas, have you had any bubbling? Have you had any pilling? If you have, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. And again, if you're cruising around, you just happen to come across one of my videos, hit like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. And I thank you guys for watching. And I will talk to you guys again very soon.